Good night, Peter. How you doing? Let me put on my not so much buckle. That's something else on my desk. Somebody send me a. Let me put on my TikTok first before me. Dwayne, Anita, good night.
Wife? Yes, my wife, yes. What is wrong with her? Pastor, listen. They say that my wife is HIV.
I owe me one put up this now. Maybe can't buy that sit there now. Me just take the picture and the picture now come out. Oh, you never get to watch it with Ian Ears, Ian Miles. Ears, you see them? Let me look back at what I put there. Ian Miles. Ian Miles. Him get up in the municipal corporation yesterday. Inviting Ian Miles. No, it I send you something on the phone here. But I can pick up a back on the clip. I invite her to come over to the JLP side in the you should have watched it, man. So Ian Miles. Yeah. Let me see who this. Yeah, so, and them a multi PMP them in it about, oh, them lose a good person. And them in a time like now, them a lose person. You have to watch it, man. You have to take a look at it. But yesterday, we never get to talk about last night we never talked about the meeting in the Senate. You know, we generally look at them. Good night, everybody over TikTok. Today I feel a little more restful. I never wake up early today. I wake up, but I never get up. Then I get up, and then I go back, go lay down again. You know, sometimes your body really need rest. For those of you who are work and feel your body feels somewhere, take some rest. Take some rest and exercise. Too powerful something. I tell you, say, let me tell you why the exercise is very good. You hear me tell you the other day that I feel this knee, this right knee, with a little tenderness. If you watch a clip when I go, I realize the doctor look at it and say, my ankle look like it was swelling. But I tell her, say, I notice it sometimes say it puff up, but then it go right back in. And this week I was determined that I'm going to exercise morning and evening, and I exercise the foot. And I can tell you something. It's not that it's 100%, but I can tell you that it is 90%. And even this evening I was saying, wait, exercise really is good for the body, you know. I mean, I talk about some people say sometimes you just walk. But if you don't walk in an exercise way, the walking not help. So, I notice I don't feel that tenderness in the knee. I can do my squat and I don't feel no tenderness. I can, where's a John? She'll live a right long time. Let me look back for it. I'm going to play the clip. Me see Infomedia I talk about Westmoreland people then worthless from when them a vote for PMP and then now progress. I lie you not tell. Let me tell you something. Regardless of what you see them are showing up on social media here, there is still some lovely houses in a Westmoreland. Some people in a Westmoreland living better somehow up a foreign there. It's just the less fortunate them. I've heard you. Good night. I'm going to find the clip of me. Look for.
I just turned 58 and I finally did it. Day one of my 28-day Tai Chi challenge.
I don't know what's wrong with the internet on the phone, you know. I'll Fergie. Who you take off? And I say sorry. How him did say? Cynthia, good night.
Barbados Prime Minister Mia Mottley is forcefully rejecting a recent controversial comment from a former British Member of Parliament.
To make her decision and do what she has to do. I know she's an independent.
And, independent in Jamaica can go so far. I look further. I was an independent. Yeah, that was the road I took. I mean, the steps are not similar. If you realize there are different steps. So I can't predict what the outcome will be. But if you are asking me, in terms of where she's seated, I might have to make some adjustments. I like sit between women. So instead of having her on the left of Council Foster, I gladly sit between them both. Deputy Mayor. Yeah, I will sit right there. So they sandwich me, one to my left, one to my right. Is it that the law to sit beside the colleague?
Where's it?
Yes, sir. You prefer, all right. Let me, at this point in time, though, wish for Councillor Julian Chan all the best in a political quest. No, I'm not going there with you. I'm not. The council has taken a bold step, and once we Johnny making, cynicism and gestures about it, she is a compatriot of ours. And so it is only fair that I rise to say to her, whatever decision that she has taken and will be taken is something as a good counsel I will support. Just like any one of you, I support any decision you take. Is there anybody else though that you have a problem with that you want to send closer to sit beside me? I don't have a problem. If you want me to sit over there, I will. We don't have any problem with anybody. Anybody have a problem with us? All right, let me ask that question then. Is there anybody else who have a problem with the current local leadership or the national leadership that wants to sit closer to me? One question. Because I welcome all those who want to sit with us. We welcome all those like the Prime Minister, welcome all those third country employees. That's right. Remember this one? That's right. I did not mind you with that. Those are your words, not mine. Those are your words, Worship, not mine, because I don't know about that. I welcome all of you here, all of you in council who wants to sit close to me, including Deputy. What about you? I can come back around that side of the mic. You are sitting in my chair, but thanks for it. And all the best to Council Chan for the future. Thanks.
Boy, John, me agree with you. Me agree with you because him set up a trap that. But me tell you, you see before the next election call, he may not even be nowhere around. Because Trump may get him when he now want to submit to Trump. But I understand what you said quite clearly, John, and I have some concerns and the way in which I was privileged to be here for the last one, and I see some stuff when I sit on the ground, and if we continue that way, dog me and we suffer. Because when vehicles park up with millions of dollars on the day, and you have the security force, them drive past, drive to, drive past. Them see all the way I go wrong and them not say nothing. So, they have a way for saying, if you not catch, or you go again. And a one way for hang monkey. Whenever you're not saying it, and a one way for hang monkey. So we can beat him at the poll. So we may beat him before we get to the poll. Because once him in a picture, you know, then can't win, you know. The things what him a do, nobody else not do it. And nobody else are going to have the popularity. Like me tell you, it's not going to happen, Nadi. God have a way to turn things around and make something happen. Don't worry on yourself. Fergie, when you come on to that in our country right now, it don't exist. Moral values. Moral values. Moral values no exist. It may sound hard, what I'm saying. I'm not top up a screen, you know. I want to support the channel, you know. I want to support the channel, man. I come every time. And when I the little want to support the channel where me going. So England beat Norway. Daddy, oh, Nadi. It should be, I want you to write it like this. It should be the church that start the campaign for moral values. But, unfortunately, nobody never rate them because of the things that they are seeing happening. The man determined other man to beat every system in the country. Anything when you can't beat in going to parliament, got change your rule. So that's something I have to move him. Right now, the man very uncomfortable. Because US pin him so. Trump pin him so. Deadlock. Remember he come out one time about, me not afraid for nobody, me not afraid of nobody. And I said, look here now. He must fear about to Trump. So don't worry, man. Trump got him for it. We may have to praise Trump later on. America and China, he find himself right between. I saw him in the middle. A serious thing we're talking about. Oh. Yeah, that's a true, John. No joke business on that. Money is a lot of influence and them out for doing vals. I Barbara. Them out for doing vals. Very afraid. They out for, let me tell you what them strategically do. I see Dr. Daz came out. Let me see if I find back a clip. And when me look on the interview, a big Rob, me say I give speech like him a member of Parliament. Me say, but wait. And that's why I'm right across. That's why I'm right across. Let me see if I look back for Dr. Daz.
In this boundary alignment meeting. So tell us some of the sticking points that came out of the meeting. And whether or not you're satisfied with the direction that the discussions are taking.
Well, my participation is going to be limited for the simple reason this is a kangaroo committee. As much as you'd hear about a kangaroo court, they have already decided that they're going to form a Portmore parish, and it is based on gerrymandering. Last time I checked, voters chose who their elected elected representatives were. I never see anywhere where elected representatives choose who their voters are. And this is what has happened. So I'm not going to co-sign to anything because they can say it was passed by both houses of parliament. I know they're going to say that they have consultations with the members of parliament and the elected officials in Portmore. That's nonsense. They decided that they're going to draw some lines in the sand as if they are some colonial masters. They have turned neighbors into people who live in different parishes with very little consideration for how their goals of trying to garrisonize East Central St. Catherine is going to affect people who are living in the space. No proper consultation for the people, none whatsoever with the elected officials, and I expect us now to come on board and bicker about which meandering line we can change or suggest to be changed. There is no power for this committee. It's an absolute waste of time, and I will not be going back.
And all the Terry Long him video the motor chatting. I say sometimes I see something them in a place, it just hurt me, I can't do nothing to it. I can't bear it. Honestly, I can't. Con Henry, good night, sweetheart. Every time when I see them something, then grieve my spirit. And I can't do nothing to it. You know what? You're just helpless. You can't. There's nothing you can do or say. Somebody send me this. I say I must make. Each time I must remind the people them. I know the PNP, somebody farmer wants sit there and send it come give me about PNP. PNP not do them logo so. I bet if I call the number you back right now, then can't answer. I can call the number. You say for PNP. I eat my talk about yeah. See? I think I can't fool Jennifer. No. Can't answer. You hear me? This look like Judas Johnson. The million people march. No more empty promises, July 24, 2026. Emancipation Park, Halfway Tree Square, Crossroad, downtown Kingston, Parliament Garden House. I wonder which one of them I forgot. Emancipation Park or Parliament. Two of them in my mind. Either Emancipation Park or Parliament Garden House. No, call me say I go call back. If I see company to now. I say, oh. This is the number here. If I call the person and if they know I answer then I know. Anyway, I will say if a person will call back. It's a national call for accountability. So you can't tell me which part up and I go follow you because 26 I mark it down on my calendar. I think I will go either Emancipation Park or Parliament. I think I want to go Parliament. The Parliament Garden House. At the right place to do it. Garden House. Tell me one thing. Type in a comment. And you know want to follow up my program, you know? I follow up my every platform. Every women them I run back at me like string hang pan him. I think he get paid for target me. Because once somebody couldn't have obsession, so. Cascas group. Which Cascas group, John? I don't know what you're talking about. They want me join the Cascas group. Me? No. One thing with me, nobody can buy me out, nobody can tell me. I'm an independent thinker, I make my own decision. Certain things I do. Down there may have limited space. Emancipation Park, alright? Emancipation Park. They should just have one, they should just do it one place each time. And it should be Emancipation Place. And in front of Parliament, they said the park, the garden. The garden next to Parliament. Nobody would care. Them not getting a permission for this, so. Jesus, my rock. You have a look for Derval. Are you a family? Well, according to the Bible, all of we are family, one blood. The Bible says from one man line, we all come from, so at the end of the day, we divide ourselves, so I don't know where you want to come with, but whatever you want to come with, make no difference. Find something else to say, what makes sense. If you look at me and I look like somebody else, if somebody will look at you and tell you say you favor somebody else same way, so no bother with that tonight. And tonight, I don't want to sound rude. My ear pull out already in the nadi. Last time, good night. Oh, I say forward there last time. I'm to you. I don't, if you don't notice for me, I do my thing. I don't love the, first thing, one thing I learned, you're busy, okay. You know me now, man. No, me never pull out here. Just look now, my sister, the ear. That's about the ear I pull out now. I love the Cascas type of something. So if you notice, even when I do TikTok, I try to keep it at a level where we don't have no whole bangarang. I really like that. At the same time, I have to caution myself with a balance. I have to also caution myself with my utterance. So while I'm here and I'm critiquing, I still have to use balance. I still have to watch the word them that I utter. So I try to be at my best behavior, except for when the labor right then can upset my spirit. So anyway, I want to talk like up on my ear. Info media I talk about. Info. I don't know if somebody can scream record this and make you hear it. Somebody out there, record it. Let me tell you something. It's not where you're born, and it's not the family that you're born into determine your future. It's your mind. Because many of us never born Westmoreland. And we never born with gold spoon in our mouth. Out of the rough side of the mountain where I come from. But you see, we mind tell ourselves we push ourselves. And you could have heard that cry right across Jamaica. Whether Labour right, whether PNP. Because there are some community in a both party. We not improve for years. So if you single-handedly pick out Westmoreland, I think you're out harder. Abush Yaban. So if you come right down about the people them at Westmoreland and the Ambition. You out of order. They are decent people out of Westmoreland. Out of Westmoreland, I have 3 little girls. I just love them. Them parents grow them up so good, the twins. World renowned. Westmoreland they're from. Westmoreland they're from. And a lot of prominent people come out of Westmoreland. So that not have no basis on America because people don't vote for Labour right or not go talk. But they may vote for Labour right one time and then they win. So the time when they did win, them did have ambition, and when they lose, they not have ambition. But could you too? Look at you too. Fergie was born rich, but him still a socialist. Thank you for that, Fergie. PJ Patterson, here, I can play this as I talk about PJ Patterson, I remember. Infomedia, I hear I say, the people that are Westmoreland, voteless, they will vote for PMP, and that's why the whole generation cursed upon them. I say, but this a brother, you're not easy at all. I can't find this. I hear Colin.
Would you rate PJ Patterson as a prime minister?
I'd say, in terms of the economy, them stabilize the economy. And I'd say, in terms of infrastructure spending, him did a whole lot of infrastructural work. And he reduced the political violence temperature.
And any prime minister do more infrastructural work in Jamaica than PJ Patterson rally?
No, him really started the process. I'm not saying reduce the political temperature.
That's a major achievement.
And mobilize the most foreign investment. Them money don't mobilize no foreign investment. All you hear the talk. You can look at the DOJ figures. Foreign investment drop on them.
Where you said PJ Patterson mobilized the most foreign investment in Jamaica as any prime minister?
Yeah, man, and them can go and look on the
More than Michael Manley?
Yeah, man.
More than Eddie Siaga?
Yeah, man.
More than Bruce never stay too long?
No. I remember we lose foreign investments on the mic because of the whole political tension and this and that and that.
But Portia get a lot of foreign investment though, Rally.
Yeah, man.
And hold on. You have a figure for me from yesterday. The foreign direct investment for 2015.
No, well, that's not on the site. So, yeah, they never start that. We'll get that from you.
You never get that?
Them started at 2016. So the biggest slide in FDI flow take place under this administration.
The biggest slide in foreign direct investment take place under Andrew Holness administration. Yes, Willow.
When I hear that for yourself. Fergie, good night.
Yeah, good night, Atija, and good night, everyone.
Yeah.
You know, I wrote it, but I want to say it. So, who in that parliament, in the House of Parliament, who are the people who actually created wealth for institutions privately, outside of Parliament? They're not corrupt. They did this in their private business. There are only 2 people in there. And that is Mark Golding and Peter Bunting. When they had DB&G.
Explain it, because somebody may be a listener now. I'm going to say, no, guys, they may say other people did have. So explain,
Okay.
now, Ona, explain to them why you said these 2 men.
Those 2 men were part of DB&G, right? Daring, Bunting, Golding, right? So those 2 men, with their friend, Chris Daring, created the first and only investment bank of Jamaica in the 90s. So what an investment bank does, it's not a commercial bank. So you and I can't deposit monies. It's not a commercial bank. It's an investment bank. So they work with institutions to find capital to finance their deals,
Oh,
for them to make monies.
hold on, myself, I get that right. So
Okay.
the banking thing that they had wasn't a commercial bank, it was an
No.
investment bank. So how would so
Correct.
I could be a part of the investment?
Right. You couldn't be part of it because you're not an institution. They're not dealing with retail customers. You and I would be a retail customer.
Yeah.
We would have to go to NCB or Scotiabank. Those are commercial banks. They were not a commercial bank. They were an investment bank. Meaning, if you had a firm or a company and you're looking to expand or you're looking to increase your capital, you would engage
I want your answer.
DBNG.
I want your answer, no man. Your name Skipper on TikTok. Reading comment.
He's just said old teeth, but what does he mean by that?
Because
You
you
see this?
because you talk about bunting and Mark.
Well, explain. Skipper, come in the box. Explain. What do you mean by old teeth? Who are they stealing from? Who? They don't deal with people like you, myself, and Tijan. They're not dealing with us. They're not dealing with retail folks. They make deals. So if you had a firm, and to put it simply, I'm putting it very simple. You had a company, right? It's private, and you said, crap, I need to expand and I need to get more capital. They would go to a DB&G to say, hey, can you help me? How can you help me? DB&G would look at your plans and say, hey, Auntie Jan, you need to switch these, change these, and it might be workable. We can get investors. So DB&G would have gone to other institutions, not retail folks. They're not coming to you and I. They're going to big banks or countries and say, hey, Auntie Jen has this plan. We changed it. We helped her. And hey, would you be able to invest in this company? How would you want us to structure it? That's what they did.
So
I don't know what this old skipper is saying. What deals? Explain yourself. I just explained it, Skipper. So that makes no sense. You make absolutely no sense because you have no idea of investment banking at all.
No, I'm not gonna keep you over here till the man say I'm a criminal. I block you off. You pass your place now. You pass your place. Go away.
But you see, Auntie John, this is a point.
He would even listen for learn.
He wouldn't listen to learn, and he doesn't even understand, right? Because he doesn't understand the difference between a commercial bank and an investment bank.
Well, tell you the truth, me never too study for know which one or which one.
Right.
I
Everyone
believe
here is
I
bank.
believe that the bank go them did a run me could have got it if me want go borrow.
No. Not the bank that Mark Golding and Bunting and Chris Deering, what they had with DB&G. That's an investment bank. They're dealing with institutions. They're dealing with governments. They're not dealing with you and I. Unless you have a company or you have a firm, they're not dealing with us. They're not dealing with, I don't want to say small guys, but they're not dealing with, basically they're not dealing with small potatoes.
So the problem, let me ask you another question. So when me have something where me want to invest in, say me have a wholesale, I'm going and say, well, you know, me want to upgrade it to a supermarket and then look at it and so. What would I have to come up with other than
Right. Okay. So take that for an example.
Prince Shrem? Yes.
So, Andrew John, take that for example, right? You have a wholesale business that you've been running for years.
Yeah.
And you said, oh, crap, I really want to move into opening supermarkets, right?
Yeah.
So they will deal with you, right? Because you're dealing at the wholesale level. You're not dealing at your personal level. So you would have to come up with them, and people like an investment bank will help you develop a plan. So you would have to come up with a business plan, right? How is this going to be profitable? Because it has to be profitable in terms of investors are willing to invest in your plan. And then they would be the ones to go out there to say, hey, say for example, I had money, I have an institution, they may reach out to me and say, Fergie, hey, Auntie Jen has this business over here. She wants to expand into opening supermarkets now. And I would say, okay, show me the deal. The deal would be, okay, she's going to do XYZ as part of her business plan, and we help develop that business plan. Are you willing to invest in her business? And I may say, okay, based on the business plan, this looks good, this looks great, I will invest. And I'm going to give you guys the monies. And then they in turn will give you the monies, but they're going to have some sort of, not control, but they're going to watch how that develops. Because they still want to keep the confidence of me. Because they've dealt with me in business. Fergie.
All right, let me see if I get it right, because I still not think me to understand. So you're not come up with no collaterals?
Right. You just have to have an idea with a clear business
So you're
plan.
not pay back with some interest?
Well, it depends on how the
So
financing
all
is structured.
they make money from it then?
They make money. So DB&G will make money based on the transaction deal. So the transaction would be, you're going to pay them a certain amount based on how that deal is valued.
Luke, he's saying there has to be a goal for revenue prior and timeline.
Right, that's a business plan. That's what I'm saying with Luke C. You have to have some sort of a business plan. You can't just come up with an idea and say, oh, and go to an investment bank and say, hey, I need some collateral. They're going to say, okay, you need some collateral. What are your business plans? What are your plans? You have to lay it out for me.
All right, so let me say something again, because I know somebody will listen and understand either. So, all right. So,
It's hard with investment banks.
Well, so, all right.
It's not
So-
the typical bank.
Yeah, me get you, but me going with my business plan now, and then they look at it. Do they give me the cash to invest?
No. What they will do, most investment banks, if they look at your business plans, right, as to what exactly you're trying to do, a good investment bank will have their own researchers. So they're going to have independent researchers. So if you said to me,
Hi, Andrea.
you have a wholesale and I want to open a supermarket, for example, I want to open 5 supermarkets and these are the 5 places. Those independent researchers are going to look and they're going to say, well, 3 of them could work. 3 of them, based on her business plan, could work. These 2, we don't see it working at all. Period. Just based on their own independent research. They're going to do their own research. And I, as an investment banker dealing with you, I will come back to you and say, Auntie Jan, this is a good business plan. However, you have these 5 spots that you want to go into. 3 of them, we see that you can make money. No problem. These 2 areas, you're not going to hit your costs. It's going to eat into your business. So you're not going to be profitable. Now, a good investment banker would have done the research independently and told you, say, hey, maybe you need to switch your business plan. Maybe you don't need to go into these 2 areas. Start with these 3. We can get investors. So meaning I, as the investment banker, will reach out to my contacts to say, hey, I have this woman with this great idea. she is going to open up the supermarket. This is the research behind it in these 3 different areas. This is a research independently that she can make money. It can be profitable. We can invest. And then, and it's basically working with lawyers, with a Mark Golding, right, as a corporate attorney, to figure out what's the best structure. How should I help finance you, Auntie Jen?
Right.
So
So,
you
so
can
all I
get
know.
the
So all I
you can
speak.
get the capital to invest.
So they're
and
gonna get the
start.
capital to invest. You don't pay back. You don't pay back with interest
You will have to pay back. Yes, yes, depending on how it's structured.
because that's what me
Depending.
not try ask you for earlier on because I said, how would they make profit?
Right. It depends on how it's structured. It's not as simple as I give you a loan. It's not as simple as that.
So why
It might
difference with that type of bank and me going to my bank, commercial bank, and borrow a loan to do my business?
right. So you go into a bank to borrow a loan, they're gonna want all this information. Great, fine. An investment bank will want the same information. You're gonna get a standard loan. So the loan for a commercial bank
Oh,
will
read Lucy's comment. Cause that sound like oh, it would make sense. Do you want to invest? If you say yes, people put up their money with interest base on the plan.
right, right. Lucy is correct. So they will put up their money. So it won't be the bank's money. It will be other people's monies that they will put up. And it will be structured in a way to hopefully help you build your business based on your idea.
There's still something me I miss what me not understand. You know? I mean,
It's not as simple, Auntie Jan. I know people look at investment banking. It's not simple because they're different structures.
all right.
Right?
So if I
So it's not
well,
as
I
simple
know.
as a loan.
Well,
It's not as simple as a
the
loan.
Fergie. Let's say me want to start an investment bank, right? Don't me have to have some money for really start. That's when the people then come in with them plan. Me have money for get them.
Right. So if you want to start an investment bank, you really need to have monies. You can't start an investment bank, out of thin air, to be honest with you. You really can't. There needs to be connections.
That's
Everything
the point.
is all
Alright,
about connections.
I get the point now. Cause that was my
So
point.
say for example, if I want to start an investment bank and I have connections with this other bank, with people in this other bank and this other bank, we will all have to get together and say, hey, we can do this because I have this capital, and I have connections. This is the key, very key for investment banks, is having connections with certain people, certain institutions. Because investment banks are not holding your monies. They're not collecting monies from you in terms of
Good night,
holding
one
it in a
Jay.
bank account. Investment banks make their monies based on the size of the transaction. So if it's $100 million, I may charge you as a fee 10%, so I get 10 million. You will have to pay me as a person looking for capital
10 million.
first. Right. So you would pay me, and that's how I make my money.
That's
So
what we want to know.
investment banking is not the same. Everyone thinks bank, and they think the standard commercial bank. You deposit your monies, you go in, and you ask for a loan. You produce all these documents, you get a loan, and you pay it back. No. Investment banking, it depends on how it's structured. You can structure it in a special way that you don't pay that interest rate. You pay a lower interest rate. But the people who are investing may have capital, additional capital into your business deal. It's very complicated. They make a lot of money. Don't get me wrong. It's not for the ordinary folks. In investment banking, just put it simply, Antigen, it's not for you and I. You and I, we're simple folks. We're just dealing with commercial banks. You know, if we go to get a loan to get a car or a mortgage, yeah, that's simple loans. That's simple commercial banking. It's more than that. It takes negotiation. It's a lot of negotiation with the attorneys. So that's what I'm trying to say to you. There's only 2 people in that House of Parliament that has that expertise.
And
that
they,
is-
and they would have made money before they go into politics.
Okay.
Yeah.
So there are only 2 people. No one else in that parliament has that expertise.
No, none of them don't have that.
Mark Golding as opposition leader and Peter Bunting. They're the only 2 folks that has that expertise. And in order to have that expertise, given that how successful they were in their banking part of it, they would have to know financing, research, like everything, like economics. Like they need to study. It's not as simple as people think it is. Because you could come up with that idea of the wholesale, right? They'll do their research and say, Auntie Jen, no offense, but your supermarket is not going to work here, right? The cost of goods for what you're trying to sell is too high. No one in that district or area will be able to afford it. So how are you going to make up the difference? There has to be confidence and assurance that whatever business deal you come up with, people and investors who are going to invest in your deal, they need to understand that. It's not as simple. So you see what I'm saying, Auntie Jen, there's only 2 people in Parliament that has that expertise that will help
Good
the
night.
country move forward.
The people,
If we want to talk about finance.
the people they
and
don't want, the
economics.
people they don't want that a flavor they want when they don't know nothing.
Oh, so the Minister of Finance who budgeted $60 a barrel for oil, and oil is over $75 a barrel now.
And they go up to 100 and add in our time too.
It's going to go back up because they somewhat started fighting again.
Because Trump said them are threatening for unalive him.
Right.
Good night, Iron Elegant. Yeah? He say I'm going to flatten them.
Yeah, that's not gonna happen. You see they stand up to him. But you see what I'm saying, Auntie Jen, and Jamaicans think they're outside of the geopolitical situation happening. You're not.
Steven
Where are
said,
you getting oil? You don't have your own oil.
Steven said Andrew did come within 2 taxi.
Okay.
So
So
it-
2 taxis make you a billionaire. Oh, great. I need to go get 4 taxis then and run in Jamaica. Because I didn't know 2 taxis make you that rich. And I know someone who lives there with 2 taxis. And they can't even put their AC on because the bill is so high.
Rose, good night. But seriously though, you know, you think, yeah, they are the 2 we really have expertise with.
They're the only 2.
First thing, Mark know the law of the land. He know the law. When it come on to law and the constitution and them something there, him know it like this, like a backhand.
Yes. Yep.
Andrew don't
And
know
he
the
still
law.
works.
Andrew
I
don't
don't
know.
think people-
Andrew don't know the law. Them will govern Jamaica, you know.
He has no idea. But Auntie Jen, I don't think people realize, you know, Mark still works. He is the senior partner at Muirhead and Fata. He still works. Mark still works as his
I think that have something to do with fidelity too.
right. Because my bank, if we're going to deal with Jamaica on a commercial basis, we tend to go to his firm, Muirhead Fata, because they're well known.
Mm-hmm.
They have been vetted. Muirhead Fata has been vetted that, you know, if we're going to do any sort of transaction in Jamaica and we need local counsel, we're going to Muirhead Fata. They're one of the firms for my banks if we're going to deal with anything in Jamaica.
So what is it your bank in New York could deal with Jamaica for?
It's not much because we, so I don't want to say this, but I'll say it somewhat. So Jamaica is on a special list that they're not on a good list, unfortunately.
Explain that to the people that make them understand.
So they're on a list. We have to be careful as to who we deal with on that island.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're an individual and we know who you are, we can deal with you. But if you're a government entity, we have to put in special restrictions, so to speak, in dealing with you. Because
why is that so?
I know it's, oh God, this is gonna sound awful, but the reason being is that it is known that the country has corruption, and we have to be careful as to when we're dealing with government entities in that country. So an individual, for example, if it's a Mark Golding,
Mm-hmm.
no problem, no issue. We can get his information.
So you're saying if it's Mark Golding, your bank in New York could deal with him, but so let's be clear. But if Andrew wouldn't get none.
Andrew, yeah, we would have to do special screenings for him. And first of all, and it's not because of his situation, but because he's prime minister, so we will do additional screening. But if things come up that are not, that we can't see through, we can't deal with him. But to put it on the other side, Auntie Jen, say if we were dealing with National Water Commission,
Mm-hmm.
right, the government entity, we would have to do additional screenings before we can engage National Water Commission, because it's a government entity.
So can I ask another question? Is there any recollection that you can think of any company or anybody in Jamaica that really work with your bank in New York?
Not that I can think of. We really don't do business in Jamaica, my bank. Yeah, we really don't.
Oh.
We really don't. I only came up on it once, but it was an individual. It was dealing with an individual who passed all the AML laws of both countries. And yeah, and it was only one time. But yeah, we really don't do business with Jamaica, unfortunately.
Mm. Oh my, that's sad though.
It's you know, because I get the listing given where I work, and you know, it saddens me because I see them on this list. You know, while known, it's yeah. Oh, they're good on AML, but it's a special list.
Luke says that Jamaica have bad credit. Oh, no. We have to laugh. We don't take bad things back, Joe.
No, but I think the thing is that the economists and the people down there are not doing justice to the country. They're not giving them the full truth. That's what I think the issue is.
Yeah.
And I work for an investment bank, a global investment bank. And again, we have researchers, independent researchers. They're not taking your word for it. They're going to independently research you. So while you may say, oh, we are good, we are great, we have this rating from Moody's, yeah, that's good, but independently they're researching and say, oh, yeah, something is off.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so like my firm, we have not made any investments in that country at all. None. We have invested in Singapore. We've invested in India. We've invested in China, but we're not making any investments in Jamaica. Yeah. I want to say the only Caribbean country we have made investments in, to be honest with you, is like Cayman Islands. That's the only one.
Yeah, Cayman would be, yeah. Yeah, Cayman would be, because them everything up to standard, so.
Yeah, they're very strict. Cayman Islands, we know they're very, very strict with their laws. Especially their financial laws, they're very strict on that front.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
So I want to say that's the only island in the Caribbean that my bank has made investments in, but all the other islands we have not. We have not made investment in the DR or Haiti or Cuba or Barbados. Yeah, I want to say Cayman Islands is the only one we've made investments in. And you know why? Like you said, they do have strict laws.
No, my name's have strict laws. I tell you, so then change some law, make it worse as strict, I don't know how strict them are going to be. They have some strict laws for sure.
Yeah, no.
So like me could come a New York and come a your investment bank.
No. Not happening. No. Only as a
They're supposed to have a plan for build a plaza.
No, Auntie Jan, they're not. No, that's too much work. That's too much work that my bank would have to go through in order to even facilitate a conversation like that. Because Jamaica, there's certain things. It's just the corruption. I don't think people realize, like, while, they see this on this list, but there's a special list that researchers know.
Okay. So we
like
can...
my bank or even other major investment banks, they would not invest. They would not invest.
But IMF will give them money though.
But you're gonna pay that money's back because that's a loan.
Oh yeah, so that's that different thing, yeah. So
that's a different thing.
Yeah.
I'm an investment bank that needs to make a profit. They're not gonna go and have to do these gazillion due diligence for your country, for the small country, for your deal. That's not gonna make them that much money. They're not gonna do that. They're not gonna spend the capital in doing that for you.
Understand.
IMF is totally different. IMF, yes, they will lend you the monies, but again, under what conditions are they lending you the money? Because the lender has the say as to the conditions of how they lend you the monies. The lendee, the borrower, does not have the say as to the conditions of those loans. And not every loan has the same conditions, not from the IMF.
No, we don't know. We don't know we can't say that.
Yeah. As you guys, as a borrower, you have no say in the conditions. The lender is going to tell you these are the conditions you're going to get this loan under. You need to sign off on it.
So what do you think Jamaica could have done to put themselves in a better rating so they could have go to any one of them investing bank? And like say for instance we want to some money for borrow for hospitals.
Auntie Jan, that constitution would need to change to be very strict, very stringent laws. And I don't think Jamaica as a nation, as a society, has that capacity. It would have to be very strict. So take, for example, the PM likes to bring up Singapore, right?
Yeah.
Which annoys me, which gets my blood boiling. Because Singapore has some of the strictest laws in this world.
True.
And I've been to Singapore. You can literally eat off their streets. That's how clean their streets are. They deal with public flogging. You think Jamaicans want to deal with public flogging when you chew gum and spit it out on the ground? You really think Jamaicans would deal with that?
Why? Jamaica can... No.
So you chew gum and you spit it out on the ground.
I don't want nobody believe me I bash my country, right? But there's a thing called reality and you have to talk the truth. The people them are very indisciplined. And the only way to get things in order is to get discipline in our country. I don't see that coming.
There you go.
I don't see that discipline coming.
Okay, Auntie Jan. So how you think Jamaica could be the next Singapore in that region if you don't have discipline? Those people are completely disciplined because the laws are so strict. You see that whole 14 members of parliament and the one member in Senate being brought up in corruption?
Mm-hmm.
Singapore wouldn't deal with that. And
Yeah.
they go through their justice system very quick. So this wouldn't be like 10 years of, you know,
True,
oh,
true,
appealing,
Lucy.
going to the... No. Singapore, nope. They're not dealing with that.
All right, so if
Within a year.
Good night, Odin. If we want Jamaica to become like Singapore, we have to first get our people disciplined.
And we're not getting there. You and I both know that. We don't have that. We don't have that discipline. That's not who we are as a people.
No, that's not who we are as a people.
And
And
we're fighters. We are fighters. We're gonna fight you. That's who we are. Be honest.
yeah, we have to be honest. That's who we are.
We're fighters. We're gonna fight.
Because how you get the people then to keep a place clean? They not tap through the garbage in the gully.
In the
Them
gully.
not tap
Okay.
through the car window and the bus window upon the road and all. Them not stop. So how you gonna get if you come turn Singapore?
Okay. Because you're punishable. Either going to jail or getting a public flogging. So imagine you throw something out the window or somebody throws something out the window. You think Jamaicans are going to stand up to deal with someone in the public, because it's public, it's not private, to get a flogging with a cane? You think us as a people would handle that?
Yes, they may have to angle it if there's a law that you get flagging, and then the police would have to be there, and the military, and the JDF.
MC Jen, you and I both know as Jamaican people, we are not going to tolerate that. We are going to fight and fight and fight. You and I both know that would be war in that country. A public flogging, because unlike Singapore, right?
Yeah.
They did not have to go through what our our ancestors went through with slavery.
Viancy, wishful thinking. The way, out of fun and joke. And I don't have the politician them and look on it the way we out here see it, but the nation is indisciplined. Very indisciplined. Very and like when we are grow up, you know.
Right, okay.
Maybe at them the time them if you turn in a Singapore. Then who come up now behind us now would have to follow the rules and regulations. Read Luke C comment Fergie.
Oh.
Andrew first when I get the flag in the street. Oh, I get flagged in the street. Whatever that means. No. Because we only talk about we look at other people. Like when I say, boy, I wish Jamaica be like Cayman Island. Or you think they keep Cayman Island the way it is? It's the rules and regulation. And you can't bribe them police force. They don't take bribery. Fergie, you hear me? I wonder if the internet gone. Tell me if you not hear me on YouTube. Let me check the internet over here, so. Fergie? Something going wrong over here, man. Alright, come up back now.
Yeah, come on back.
Yeah.
But yeah, Auntie Jan, I mean, honestly, like, you know, when the PM talks about, oh, we're gonna make Jamaica the next Singapore, so he's making it sound like, oh, we're gonna build these big, beautiful, gorgeous buildings, and it's gonna look great. First of all,
And I'm gonna
there's
turn St. Elizabeth in a where's city name, man?
Black River into a smart city.
A smart
Yeah.
city, yeah.
Okay, first of all, you need to get your education up and running in those areas.
Mm-hmm.
Your education in those areas are not up to par. Those people don't have the issue is, we don't have that sort of discipline. We don't have those laws to make a discipline like that. And there's right reasoning behind it.
Mm-hmm.
Because Auntie Jen, unlike Singapore, our ancestors went through slavery. Those Singaporeans, their ancestors didn't have to go through the trauma of slavery as ours did. So we're fighters. We're gonna fight.
Somebody said Jamaica can't become Singapore with Andrew in his administration. Them can't make good changes.
True. It's true. That country is so strict. When I went there,
Luke said they're ready, aye.
So I visited Singapore, and it's a beautiful city. It's a city and a country all in one, and it's beautiful.
How
But
big,
I can tell
how big the town is?
it's not big. Auntie Jan, Kingston out is bigger than it. It's small. Singapore is tiny. It's tiny. With more people than Jamaica, it has twice the amount of people as Jamaica. And tiny. It's like Kingston. Maybe some parts of St. Andrew. It can't even take up all of St. Andrew. St. Andrew would be huge compared to Singapore. It's tiny. They don't even have natural water. They have to import water. But I can tell you one thing, though. That city is very clean. You can eat off that ground. It is so clean. I've never seen a place that clean in my life.
Oh, so Singapore is on the southern tip of Malay.
Yeah, Malaysia. Yeah. They're in the southern tip of Malaysia.
Malaysia Peninsula.
Yep.
Uh,
And the thing is that the prime minister doesn't tell people. So besides the laws, right?
mhm.
Singapore does not get these horrific natural disasters given they're close to the equator. So Singapore won't have these crazy freaking hurricanes that come through to destroy it. They will never have it. I mean, if they ever have it, then the globe is
So what
in a
about
disarray.
one type of disaster? What about earthquake?
Yeah, Singapore doesn't have it. They're close to the equator. People who are close to the equator or on the equator, they don't have those sort of disasters. They're just hotter than everyone else. They're just really hot. But yeah, the further you're away from the equator, you get natural disasters. Singapore is on close to the equator, if not on the equator. They don't have those storms. They will never have those.
So
If
yeah,
they have those
Singapore
then
is
the
just
globe
like
is changing.
it's just like one parish of Jamaica.
Yes, Auntie Jen, you got it.
Mm,
You
me,
got
me
it.
look on the map.
They're not even big as St. Catherine. They're big as like maybe Kingston and maybe parts of St. Andrew.
Maybe give them maybe say Portmore. Then on a
Portmore,
typhoon.
yes, like Portmore, yes. That's how big they are.
Yeah.
You know, he's talking about these squatters, right?
Yeah.
So Singapore had an issue of squatters many decades ago. You know what Singapore did? They built housing for every single squatter on those lands. And every squatter got a place. They got an apartment. Oh, and you know how they were able to buy them?
Mm-hmm.
They used their compulsory savings in housing, which would be FYI your NHT,
Mm-hmm.
to help them buy those apartments. Because Singapore is expensive. It's not a inexpensive place. It's very expensive. So instead, your prime minister is what? Kicking people off of these lands and demolishing houses that were built? Okay.
Yeah, you can't. Yeah, so the people them, they're on the place you can't left them out of door because some have babies and them something. So you have to look on it from a human perspective too.
Right. Auntie Jan.
But this a man that don't really believe about humanity here, human.
No, because in his head, he's looking at the investor class, so who are not Jamaicans, unfortunately. He's basically these investors who are coming in, but these investors who are coming in, they're not going to invest if they see the country is going a certain way.
Remember, welcome, excellent, good night.
Oh yeah, excellent, yep.
Hello, good night, Auntie Jen. Hello, Fergie. How are you?
Yeah, good night.
Good night. I'm agreeing with the things that you're saying here tonight.
Yeah. We're talking about the Prime Minister saying want to Jamaica and Singapore, but we're saying the first thing we have to clean up with country. We have to get rid of the corruption out of the country. We have to start educate our people. We have to teach them cleanliness. That's a campaign we need to run in our country, cleanliness.
Right. And we can't try to sweep things under the rug for the sake of people coming in to invest. You have to really clean up. Don't be sweep under the rug. Make sure it clean up.
You have to clean up the place, man. It's a disgrace. Sometimes you have to see the rubbish them on the roadside, and we need to put in proper garbage disposal. And the uncle run on the main road because where I live, because I'm on the main every Sunday morning, the truck will come. But they not turn off of the main, so sometimes the people that run when they're on the main still feel like them garbage.
You're kidding me. This still over by your end, Auntie Jen?
Not even only my end, because I say all of Jamaica. Maybe not over in a St. Andrew and them residential place. But 3/4 of Jamaica still a burn garbage.
But you know what, Auntie Jen, me not understand. Jamaica is a difficult
I know, say good night.
set of people.
Yeah,
that
man.
people to deal with.
Well, that's exactly
Yeah,
what.
try pull it one way and the people are going the next way. It's like tug on.
All right, so that's the very same thing we started out by saying. Is we have to change the mindset of the people before we can talk about turn the place into a particular way. Because I'll give you an example. There's a place in Spanish Town named, used to be called Toys Pen. They changed the name from Toys Pen and call it Toys Meadow. And the people then was the same way. So the name don't change the mentality. So we have to try change the mindset of the people.
Right.
And that's where the task is, because the people then broke out bad now.
And them need to stop with this whole green thing, orange thing. They need to stop it.
Right. Right.
They're not up. All no green flag and orange flag still up.
Who brought them into that kind of mindset there? Jesus.
Now
That came
are the
through,
politician
and I'm
then.
gonna blame one party.
Are the
That came
politician.
through Siaga in the JLP.
And there's law for it, you know. There's law that they should remove them after within the period they have a time when to put them up, and they should move them down. I still see them all over place and posters all now.
It's like they brainwash the people and say, no, you are green, no, you are orange. And this is why they're not making the progress.
Mm-hmm.
Right. No progress. Because the problem is, excellent, if you morally, just yourself, morally, think a certain way, right? You will probably be leaning towards a certain party. And the other side will get upset with you. So the other side, one side is going to say, don't think morally. Just think about business. Think about, how to make monies, regardless of how you make those monies. So take out morality out of making monies. Just make money for you and yourself, regardless of the people of the country.
You know what, Fergie? I think they need to start teaching Jamaicans finance. Teach
Oh,
them
yes.
finance.
Yes.
That's what they need to teach them.
Yep.
Teach them finance for though. Oh, somebody's saying in school we
teach
used to
finance, them need to teach
But
them.
that was sport
okay,
daytime.
Like today, me there watch something. In one jar, you put $1 for giveaway to people. In the next jar, you put your money where you're going to spend for you. In the next jar, you put money where you're going to save for the future. You have to teach them finance.
Teach them finance. Yep.
That's the only way they're going to make any progress. Them have to know finance, how money really work.
But you want me tell you now, when I notice enough of the young, especially the young men them, they don't want to work.
Well, guess what? If they don't want to work, them not going to eat.
But then that creates a social issue, because then if they don't want to eat, right, they can't eat. So guess what? They're going to go out into other communities and create problems.
Yes.
That's the issue.
So how to solve the problem? Because them just want to smoke them weed and drink and just,
And you know what it is? It just brings down, oh God.
The whole of the young, the whole of most of the young man them I'm seeing in Jamaica, the whole of them pants are drop off of them waist, and they have one little floss in their hand as early as the daylight. And that's our country there right now.
disgusting. So the same thing me say, not just blame just on Jamaica, the same thing me say in the US as well.
Yeah, the same thing happens here, Auntie Jen. Yep, same thing in the US. Same thing.
Then we're
And I think, you know what, I think it's mostly, I don't know, I want to say it's mostly with the black men them. I don't want to say that, but like maybe that's who I live around, maybe that's why who I see doing that.
And mostly them do it. Honestly to God, and mostly them do it. If you see one little white boy do it, I one little one away. You hear me tell you? If you see one Chinese do it, I one away.
Yeah.
If you see anybody, it's mostly the black one. Them. You know why the black nation is like this? We don't correct them. We take up for them when they're wrong. And we don't correct them.
You got it.
So them don't want to work. As daylight, you see them pants are drop off of them waist.
How to fix Jamaica it's very difficult because the people are difficult.
You know, I can't fix.
Not everyone difficult, no, but a lot of them Jamaican.
Well,
difficult.
me tell you the truth with God love. In my own analysis, me no see it come back to.
It's going to be tough. I mean, it can come back, but it's just going to take work, and it's going to take a village. It's going to take the aunties who's not your real auntie, but you know what I mean, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Those aunties, those uncles, they're not your true uncles or aunties, but for them to say, yo, pull up the pants.
You can't
What you
talk to,
doing?
but brother, you can't talk to them.
I know. It's scary.
You,
It's very
if you
scary.
talk to them, I'll tell you one way you forgot do. And if you keep up an argument with them, then come back with pie.
Mm.
So, me not know, brother. Me not know if a politician them sit down and look on the real reality. We want to chat crap. But we have an issue.
Big time.
I think they do, but you know, a lot of this came from politics. Let's think about this, right, rationally. A lot of this came
Somebody,
from
1 minute. Uncharted, something like that. You put a good point, and I must acknowledge that point. The artists got the young people messed up, and they don't really care about them. A part of it are them.
Thank
True.
you, Uncharted. Thank you.
I must observe that because that is true.
And the next big thing,
That is true.
the next big thing, social media.
Yes.
They want where them pocket can't afford.
Yeah.
And it make them go out and do things.
Yeah.
And Vion said a good thing. The majority of the people are too Americanized or foreign-minded. So
You mean the Jamaicans in Jamaica?
yes, they're too Americanized right now.
Because they do a
Oh,
survey the other day, and 3/4 of the young people, they say them are left Jamaica.
And little do they know, they will not get in Jamaica given the current climate we have. You're not. They're taking away people who had visitor visas for years. They're taking it away.
Yes.
I know people who had visitor visa for years.
Yeah, they scamming
and they
too.
just
It's
took-
scamming.
They
Scamming
took it
too.
away.
Scamming now another thing too. Big something that too. So I'm not forget clean up all of these things in order for it to be like Singapore. So people nobody listen to no ear big something man. I say, boy, me say Singapore
go,
night and I say, we man have a good mindset, man. It's all talk.
Things come in phases and stages. Things don't happen overnight.
Right. And laws would need to be changed. Laws that, to be honest with you, Auntie Jed, if Jamaica had the laws of Singapore, a good percentage of your parliamentarians might be in jail.
Then that's why they're not gonna change it.
Okay. Because corruption is number one. You cannot be corrupted in Singapore law, especially in the government. And if you cause harm in Singapore, in their laws, they could potentially execute you. And they're not like 5 years, 10 years out. No. They're doing it very quickly. Although they're part of the Commonwealth, they are not part of the UK Privy Council. Singapore has their own Privy Council. They don't. Your final court of appeal is not in the UK Privy Council. It is with their Privy Council in Singapore.
Oh. Okay.
Okay? And they do executions. They will execute you on certain crimes if it's serious enough.
So me not like if me get a talk with Andrew. Me I go ask him. Yes, it's a good idea to get Jamaica like Singapore, but I would want him to tell me how are you going to do it.
Auntie Jen, you will never get an answer from that man. Come on now. You and I both know that man will never tell you the truth.
But it must have.
In that regards.
It must have.
In that regards.
Oh, we
Because
have
he himself will be in trouble.
Luke, so he's saying in order for us to be like Singapore, he would do per circle. Before it be like Singapore, for him to say that it is as if we got independence last night. After 60
Yeah,
plus
Lucy's
years,
right. Yeah.
they weaponized water, road, and healthcare, etc. All of them, all the hospital them. Alvaro, so that is not possible. It's not possible for what me I say. Maybe,
It's
maybe,
not impossible.
maybe when me
It's
dead,
not
maybe
possible.
when me and him dead and gone and the world shake up and start back over. Me no know. Maybe that time. Me no, but not right now.
Listen, the PM and I are the same age. We were born the same year. I know for a fact that will not happen in my lifetime. It is not going to happen. Period.
You know,
End of story. Okay?
Yeah.
It's not happening. So it is very disingenuous for him to be saying this out there. Oh, we're gonna be like Singapore. Really? So you're just talking about these big, beautiful buildings. That's all you saw with Singapore. But you
Hi,
don't
Dan.
even explain to the people the laws, the rules, the discipline around how they are in Singapore. Because you could barely even bring chewing
Oh,
gum.
Diane Jesse,
Anti-Jab,
okay.
you can't bring. You bring chewing gum into that country, you better have it only that you're eating it, chewing it in your own house where you're staying. They don't even like chewing gum on that in Singapore. So tell that to a Jamaican. They want to eat something and spit it out on the floor? How is that going to work?
I don't know. Let me welcome. Welcome, Alvaro.
You don't want to listen and say me can learn something new.
No, I talk about Andrew say my one turn Jamaica in Singapore.
No, man. No,
Good night,
man.
Alvaro.
Good
Yes, good
When
night,
You have to
Alvaro.
understand, when Andrew is talking, you have to understand what position he might talk from and the type of people he want to talk to. It's very important. Because Andrew now go above half a tree, go tell the people him that. Because above
Okay.
half a tree is like Singapore already. Because they have everything what they want. It's below half a tree a problem. Because below half a tree, you can promise them a road. Above half a tree, the people will fix the road and put it in their financial and say, a repair and maintenance to the property and they
Right.
pay less tax. So are two different kind of people you talk to,
Right.
And
Alvaro is
Singapore,
right.
if it is like Singapore, they couldn't appeal to the court. We did at the same time.
Yep.
And Joelness who applied to Integrity Commission. Couldn't they just attack as a prime minister? You mean if he left, was out on
Yep.
the business in that court.
Yep.
So when you say you want to be like Singapore, you're going to be like Singapore. It's either a big pretty building them you talk about. And then again, have a big pretty building where you talk about. How much of them owned by Singapore in Singapore? Majority of them. How much of them owned by Jamaica by Jamaica?
That's
Okay.
it.
90,
Alvaro,
99,
thank you.
totally different business.
Thank you,
He just
Alvaro.
are telling them because he level of education and people he talk to. He look at a building on a half a tree and say, the Chinese building quick in 6 months. But here is him now. I tell you, say, him a going to America go beg people to come build cheaper building. Why you ain't go beg the Chinese them? Because America,
Okay.
they say, no. Too much influence from China. We don't want that as well. So it depends on the people the way I talk to different. Oh.
Well,
So him can't say anything he wants to say.
me know so when I say I want bag of crap because me know first thing is a lot of cleaning up we need to do. And it's
So,
listen, me not
so
bash
you
him,
want to be like Singapore?
hold on, me not bash him say it's not a good idea for one Jamaica look like Singapore. But in a
Look
just
and being are two different things,
Look and being. Thank you, Alvaro.
Because me guarantee you now, when Lee Chin going to America, it don't just like some Jamaican you go to America first.
No, of
Lee
course
Chin
not.
go wearing slippers and little attache bag. You don't even recognize your friend him go. And we are left go America, we just like America we are come from.
Two
Hey,
different
you
things.
think I joke? Me say my granddaughter put up a piece of dress in here and go for summer.
Okay.
Hey, she gonna get
So
new.
being
Hey,
being
no, up the
being
can at her now.
okay. So are two different things. So when you must say being Singapore, people need to ask him what you mean by that.
Right.
If being like Singapore, the laws of Singapore and China and every place there are different business.
Right.
You think you think the law of Singapore could allow now National Solid Waste try out 1 fire over a week now?
No.
You could have dump up in land and throw garbage on the road. You go to prison.
Okay, thank you, Alvaro. Thank you.
So telling the people them say you want to be in and are two different things. Dalvin put that Ghana prison already. If you drive government to go be and throw garbage on the road.
Yeah.
As a minister. So
Yeah.
Dalvin put that Ghana prison again. If you accept say she name put her vehicle on her statutory among many other people.
She said she
So
forget
telling
it.
the people them one thing is one, you know. But when you go see the kids, the people you're not telling them that.
Right. And you have 14 MPs who are under investigation for
No, you
illicit
never have to
enrichment. All of them would have to go in Singapore law. All of them.
Remember say no, Singapore can copy Jamaica, you know. Economic model, you know. But Singapore fix one important thing. Fix corruption from the top to the bottom. Jamaica try to fix corruption from the bottom to the top.
Up. Yeah.
That means you will never reach the top for now. Because each time you go find somebody down the bottom and corrupt.
Shoot that. Let me read that. Let me read that. Let me
And
read.
you have more people at the top corrupt than people on the bottom.
At the bottom.
Let me
Right.
read. Let me read a comment upon. And not black her. Make sure stay there. Or if she a woman or a man, I don't know. Blaine Campbell. Big up JLP. When PMP was in power, no one could go church. That get involved. You all going to hell. Can you know can read?
Well, you know what? I welcome hell. Because if this is what Christianity is, that you believe in this crap, hell, welcome. Where's Satan? I welcome
But you
Satan.
never go to that level. Me sure know say when me a go high school in a Guinness Book of World Record, Jamaica have the most church per square mile. So at what point Jamaican could go to church when you have the most church?
Exactly, Alvaro.
You just
Thank
ask a
you.
simple question. In the Guinness Book of I'm that a top 120 years ago that.
But me start church and got baptized in a church in a 1990 when a PMP and I did PMP and church was so full. And now and church used to keep Sunday, Monday, Wednesday and Friday and people that church. And now I go past Sunday morning them are going and then go back again
So
till
me
next
say
week.
sometime in internet you have to give some people.
The people that now go now.
Ignorance is a huge thing, you know. Because somebody just give a comment because he want to make a comment, you know. Not because he know what he must say, you know. Because if you are going to say people couldn't go to church when PMP are rule, here question I ask you.
You know what, Alvaro? It's just all a mind game with them.
Yeah, some of them don't really have no sense to it, but some of them just want to see a comment for you.
Andrea, right now, presently now, church attendance is the worst in the history of Jamaica.
So when you said there was no church, or less people that go to church, I want to ask one question. When is it that the church is union farm? When was the Baptist Union farm in Jamaica? What was the purpose of them union there? When you have political divide, when you have problem in the 80s, and then you see them church and musician out there. So sometimes you have to understand some of the people they just talk because they have a phone no mean so they know what they are saying.
And
you see a person who said that no, and one question I'm ask the person. When you're small, your brother or sister did your brother or sister Christian at a church?
or even that, Alvaro, I would even take it a step further. How are you on this live with internet and your phone without the infrastructure built by PJ Patterson? Check that. So go and check that.
Sometimes people they have a thing where like a man put up my picture last night and say me tell a lot of lie. Everything me say a lie. And me sit down there quietly and see man for an hour. And some Mr. Ingram asked him, can you name 2? And the man dumb shot for 10 minutes, the man can't talk. So people, you just say a lie because of who I say it, you know. Not because they know if a lie or truth, you know, because they don't know, you know. I saw them and people are still, you know. Because how you all say, PMP and JLB come in church business now.
Oh yeah, how would
Right.
they talk about that, you know?
That was
PMP and
never
JLB
in
come in a church.
the equation. Never.
We never talk about church.
Yeah, so I mean, I tell you, sometimes people, nobody run them, they stay for some of them just don't know.
So you
A
could
man
have
called me a while ago say TCN agreement is good. And when the Prime Minister said, the Prime Minister and the government give all correct information. And I say, I believe you. Everything you say is true. Me I go ask you one question. The Dr. Chang said the people will come as a visitor. He said yes. He said okay. He said that the 17th of June. And the 19th of June, did he say we will get some deportees or some third country? Yes. Is it when you have visitor, you take up your passport and your travel document and you book a ticket, right? Then why America have a send with visitor? Why visitor them not take up their passport and book it? Always a special type of visitor.
What special type of visitor? Where is that?
Hey, it's a sometimes
Where is that?
them people you can't reason with them. They will make a cuss, man.
People are mad. You have to just know that they're mad. They're mad. You have to just know them operate. So they're mad.
They might try to distract you and make you lose focus.
Yeah.
Right, excellent.
Men can't distract me, you know.
Yeah, that's what my son said. We have to top black them and make them stay with their foolishness.
Yeah, let them stay on TJ. Don't block them. Let them stay.
Let me stay the tag on the internet cause guess what go on? One man called me before election, you know. And me live hear the man message me today say I reverse decision. He make me say, well, God bless you, you know. Me can't help you with that, you know. See if you can find the man where you vote for, go tell him that. Don't tell me. I was not any ballot, so telling me that me can't help you.
The person will send me invite again. Last night, I accept you in the box and I pay Niger come up in your way. So, I don't know who the person is. You have to type and tell me your name.
So we have to just know the people. You have a variety of people and some people. The only form of education you have on internet, you know. That's how we tell people around them. People don't really watch news again, no. Me guarantee you now, more TikTok have more views than TVJ and CVM TikTok are
Yeah.
the YouTube. Nobody don't really watch news again.
Yeah, me don't even.
Because news just not interested if job people attention.
You know, so me have TV in my house and I can't tell when. I when the people them are watching in the living room with them, I sample it, so they don't watch it much, but me know what TV.
Newspaper verse. People didn't like read already and it verse now.
But you can read the same thing online.
Exactly. So you have to understand, say, sometimes the only source of information is internet.
Yeah.
But the thing is, the media of that country is doing a disjustice to the country, right? The media should be holding the government accountable. So if I look at the news articles that they put out, they talk about the opposition. I have never known that the opposition has so much power that they talk about what comments were made by the opposition.
Well, for you have to understand that two things, you know. I want you to have a look at it. So media in the middle, so, and your position over here, so, and the government over there, so. Watch you up now. Them claim to say, Gleaner, a PMP newspaper, all because one man saying support the idea of a man in a leadership race. When he did a run, they say man a PMP. So I don't know if Andrew let's go up against be head of carry cover me vote for Andrew Holness. That means say me support Andrew. Maybe support the cause at that time can maybe. So now when you look because anything Glenn right they must have been a PMP. But what they now gonna tell you say Matthew Samuda wife is the manager down an observer.
Okay.
Now I'm gonna tell you say now say Bush Stewart's son is the head of the economic zone in the Caribbean, tourism ambassador, and I'm an observer. So everything people, whether the thing is, friend of mine, that man a PNP and Labour, long as they present the truth in the paper that cannot be questioned. I don't business,
True.
Right.
I don't business when money a PNP and Labour have to do it, me and information important. Him never print the pass a PNP information is alone or a JLP information is alone.
Yeah.
So how that will help me know if I'm a PNP and Labour?
Right. Thank you, Alvaro. Thank you. Because I read some of these articles, right? And I'm like, you're not doing it in the right context. Like you forget the context in which some of the decisions that Michael Manley had to do, some of the decisions that PJ had to do.
And we not gonna feel like we're fooling up politics influence media,
Everything.
I'm sure one
Politics
example.
and everything. Yep.
There's a company on Nicola Villa Hotel, I don't know Westmoreland side. And the people them can't get no water. Apparently what happened, the government and NWC turn off the water off a main and turn in a hotel for them do construction work. When our name they know, an ambassy name. One of those disc jockey over RFM. Leave that side and go say, but Matthew Samuda at the meet, you say osmosis water. And anybody who know about thing about osmosis water,
Yeah.
you transfer seawater into what we use. And there's no machine in Jamaica to do that.
Right. That's a
The moment
desalination.
the lady said that RFM give her 2 weeks to a month suspension.
Yeah, I remember it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now that lady should have sued Matthew Samuda and sued the cleaner. Because what she said, Matthew Samuda argument have no facts. But because of the biasness, RFM may lose some government contract and they can't pay staff and they now fighting in the real media now fight with TikTok and internet media,
Yeah.
Because they fight
Yes.
with viewership,
Yes.
listenership, everything. Because more people will listen to Antigen program now than the amount of people are going to listen to your rave. Nobody really listen to it.
A true man.
Because people maybe just not listen with them and say, or maybe not interested, or it just, the appetite just not did it, put it away.
It's not, Alvaro, you're right, because listen, they wrote so many articles about, Dayton Campbell apologized for the Darava's situation. Okay, that's not real news. Okay, he apologized, he settled out of court.
But then
That's not
his settlement is just to pay a legal fee.
That's it.
Big lawsuit. What is 1.8 million?
Not even that. No, Alvaro.
Okay,
Alvaro. Nationwide put out then a man and say the multi-million-dollar lawsuit case. That's the headline, Mr. Pan. The day.
No, but if me say to you multi-million dollar, and me say a 1.8 million, or is it multi?
No,
And
but
it's
and that
a
have been put
1.8
out
million.
before the settlement, And that
Multi have to be more than 2 million,
Yeah.
You can't have 1.8 million, it be multi-million.
1.5 million, right.
It can't be multi-million. And it not go more than 2 million. It have to go beyond a more than
Thank
2
you,
million to
Barbara.
be multi.
And we can afford, anyone can afford that. That's no big deal. Okay, 1.5 million.
The money that money. But money is just all you're presenting news to the people and this mislead them and all kind of nonsense. Because when you say multi-million dollar, we are looking to see anything above 2 million or more. It can't below $2 million and be multi-million. Because 1 million, or you get multi.
No, but in put
Whether
out
not
headline come before the settlement though, The morning when I in the day for the case at the court, in put out the headline then. And then
They know what got, man. The party them agree, they just are wait for
Right.
they go sign up. Them know that already, man.
But Auntie Jen, how is that news? That is not news for the nation. Who cares?
because they want to send Darrell Vaz
Versus the woman who was
Darrell Vaz.
nearly unalive at the gas station?
No.
That's news.
They want to say
Up to now, me no hear the follow-up news say
Okay,
the police track
Alvaro,
down
thank
3
you.
and we still looking for the one and the public be aware this is the license plate, this is the color card, you
No,
see, be
that
aware.
is news.
Nothing.
Nothing.
But
But
as
they
we
talk
said,
about Dayton Campbell.
but you see news nowadays, The journalism work, cause I don't know it target water down. They ask a sensible question.
No,
To get
because they're in
some
the
answer.
they're in the hands of the governing party, and I hope because they assume that they will always stay in power, that when and if the PNP get into power, that they have the same regards, because it seems they only have voice for the PNP. That's the only thing I have an issue with. They have voice when it's opposite. Why are you talking about the opposition? You're supposed to keep the government. What the Auntie Jen, the opposition is the government in power
No, but
right now?
it seems like everybody I blame them.
You have to understand, you know. The thing is like now a destruction, you know. And you have to understand how destruction work. Let's say we are talking about the TCN now. It's easier to talk about what opposition say than what government say, you know. Because government does say a lot of things where now make no sense, some might make sense. Say too much things, and a while ago me and someone friend a reason, and we are show them a thing when Dr. Chang say. We can cause the country serious problem. And
Right.
he not even know say he maybe not even realize him said. And a serious legal problem that a fit person them choose to go along the pathway there.
Because all know Alvaro, and we discussed it last night, right? Under what immigration status these people are coming into the country under?
No, but you see another thing. They won't get status, man. They just not tell you. They give us some clue, you know. Because I know you have country where take the most devious type of people. And you have country where take people who have simple immigration problem. Plus you have country where keep people till certain things. So based upon what Dr. Changa say, he kind of give you a clue based upon the various type of TCN program we are available. And the criteria are them. So you can, based upon what I say, you can pick out or you can align it to one of them. But the part of me have a problem with him now when him say, oh, let's say Fergie come and Fergie want apply for asylum.
Mm-hmm.
And him not get through. The court turn him down. You know where I said this? The man can go appeal the case, you know. Appeal the case, he go to court of appeal. And from the court of appeal, he reach a privy court. You know, say a country that a cost.
Okay. Thank you, Alvaro.
And you know, because US government, you
It's
know,
not up to the U.S. government. It's
Are
Jamaica
you-
now has to pay for it.
and millions of dollars we go to privy council. Millions.
But you see, the thing is, Alvaro, they won't talk about that, but they'll talk about this Julia Chang, this woman, who is switching part. Like, I don't care. Who cares?
So hold on. So there's a Julian Jaga switch party.
Yeah, in a sense, me say Ian Miles come out and there's something. Me play it earlier. Let me look back for it. And you can tell me what you think from where
So
Ian.
that's
Me
big
know-
news.
well, me
That
know-
is
me
big
know- me know
news.
this la- me know
Julia
this
Chang
long time.
changing.
Me know this
Okay.
long time, you know. This a long before election, me know this.
Right, she's a laborite.
So
God is good. Good night.
when the election did when name again? What that guy name again? Anyway,
Dwayne
she plays
Val.
on labor right. She plays on labor rights only for money.
Yeah. Infomedia.
Infomedia.
Mm-hmm.
So
Oh,
and,
yes.
if you take up money, give labor right to talk and pay up the then me no need no to calculate nothing more.
Right, okay.
You pay them, you know. Or you find contact with them. She says she and my friend, so
And this is big news, Alvaro. That is not a national situation. The TCN is a national
I mean,
situation.
remember look on this now. Cause if she even switch or no switch right now, that is neither here nor there right now.
Right, Sishwin. But you know what? That is what is being posted on Jamaica Gleaner, Jamaica Observer. This woman, I don't freaking care. That has nothing to do with the nation. You have a bigger issue. How the hell are these TCNs coming into the
No, what
country.
even bigger than the TCN? What is it? What is it? What is it that we? What is it? What is it that we memorandumly signed with or for or against?
Okay.
Or can what you going on? But we have to understand, there's few things where happen. The government and let's say the movement of JAMDIFA move too slow, which is a digital currency. We already know say America soon pass on law to get people more familiarized or get used in the digital
that's
currency
true.
more.
Yep, that's
So when
true.
that happens, Jamaica system is automatically a reflection of what going on for Uncle Samino.
Yeah.
Where's we when that happens? How long we going to take to react? And let's say we tell Uncle Sam, say, no, we don't take it TCN people, Uncle Sam say, you are going. You can't use it with system,
To bank.
And your NIR, where you have in a bank in New York,
Yeah, you
and
can't
go
use
move
it.
go somewhere and then it start drop. And then you lose money and all different kind of things.
So
Just
then
come and tell the people.
it's going to become tit for tat then.
Exactly. So,
Yep.
so they kind of understand the position of the government in a still, but it's all them just keep a press conference and give people one set of information. But when you try and come with something different, then you have hard remarks, then you have Andrew. You just cause all kind of problem with people try to talk kind of nonsense.
No, but Avara, you see how they distract people because now the big story is about this Julia Chan. I don't care. I knew she was a laborite. So
She
go
have
ahead.
labor right now that can't help the country. Right
You're
now.
right,
Right, I
that's
can't help the country. Go ahead, switch. I don't care.
If she even switch right now, election the next 1.5 year from now, or they are 2 years from now, that a she have a contest that I take up that with the poll. So, or if she a go run back or she a go left politics or whatever.
Shall I run for Labour right then?
That's good, but that is not of importance in the media versus
But she,
like
if she,
Alvaro is saying. There's other stuff that the
but
country
you can't
needs to
switch around
deal with.
what they want, mean say I go successful, mean say I go fail, But at this point, running for them right now, where people are see, it can be because if you lose your political future as well, it can
But you
cause
know,
you
so most of them lose them, return Labour right, lose them political future.
Yeah, most of the people, yeah, they tend to. Yeah.
We're Venetia Phillips there.
Oh, didn't she get a permanent secretary job or wherever she is? I thought she did.
Not to my knowledge.
What job where you get not gonna pay him not much. So the job where she wanted a PR. That's why sometimes just leave people and do what they want to do.
Those people were never PMP. And TJ, you and I both know there's a certain.
No,
There's
man.
a certain set of
No.
values.
In all fairness,
You think no did it right, man.
Venetia Phillips was a PMP. I was surprised she got on Labour right.
You
I'll
surprised?
check.
I think, Jen, if you're an opportunist, you're a laborite.
No, she did upset because what happened? She did upset one time. Peter Bunting challenged Peter Phillips, and she ended up on Peter Phillips' side. So there was a rift. So one time Phillips stepped down and Lisa Anna did a run against Mark Golding. She did on Lisa Anna's side, so she did a campaign. So that the side lose. So the other side win and never appear in a mine. And
They need to go. Those people need to go. They need to go. You're not about the party. You're not about the principles of the party. You have to think about the principles of the party.
so the Labour right
Yeah,
then invite her now and she go run against
Of
the
course,
PMP.
because it's an opportunity.
But she
They're
lose.
opportunists.
She lose.
Uh,
So she left go down to Westmoreland go help what the man name and him lose too. No, them they take him out and put the PMP man when name Garfield.
Garfield, yeah.
Yeah.
But
And
Auntie Jen, these people are opportunists. They're only out for themselves.
all for themselves.
PMP in general, they're not about that. The issue that what PNP has, they have a hierarchy. That's the issue that they tend to have, right? It's not your time. You need to stand back, stand down, and follow rules. That's the issue that the PNP has. They have a strict hierarchy. It's not your time. She is an opportunist. These people who are opportunists, they need to leave the party. I'm glad they're out of it. Good luck, goodbye, and good night. Yes, take your opportunity, and hopefully it works out for you with your opportunity.
Yeah.
That's the PNP. The PNP has an issue. They tend to be on a hierarchy thing, right? It's like you're educated, you're doing this, you're part of this, you're higher up here. That's the issue that the PNP always has. They've always been that way. They've been about like it's your time, it's not your time. You have to wait. You know, you may not have the education. Go get the education. The JLP don't have that. They just want opportunity. They just want to win. That's all the JLP is about. Just winning.
Yeah.
Regardless of who you are. They don't care. So Venetia Phillips, good luck, goodbye, good night, have fun, enjoy. Chang, good luck, goodbye, good night, good luck, goodbye. Okay? You're still not getting Dwayne Vaz. He's not marrying you. He's not sleeping with you. Good luck. You're not getting it. Take care.
You can't go in
And that should not be
Fergie.
news.
Hold on, the Fergie. May I have a different? You can't go in that story because me and no shouldn't me get it.
We listen. Auntie Jen, you and I both know this is what she wanted.
No,
she didn't get it.
But Fergie,
and
hold
she's
on.
upset. Good luck. Good night. Goodbye.
Me not agree with you.
Take care.
Me not agree with you. Me not agree with you.
You see this.
That's a woman and man thing. She's all about
Because
the
let me
woman
tell you
and
something
man
about
thing.
woman and man. All when you see on the surface that look like you know, and they will secretly go do the hanky panky and me you don't know.
That's fine, but she will not be representing a PNP. Go represent the GLP. Good luck. Good night. Goodbye. Take care. Okay? You're still not getting it.
You can't say that the part of it,
Fergie.
Fergie. You cannot say she not gonna get it. You can't say it. You can't say always.
Not on the PNP. Do it on the GLP. Do whatever.
Oh, so you mean?
But my point is,
Oh,
this should not be a front story on Jamaica Observer or Gleaner. Okay? This should not.
oh,
What Avera and I are talking about, the freaking TCNs, that should be your front story. That should be your issue. Because you're going to have foreign people in your country you have no idea freaking about. You are not going to have information about these people.
I guess we are going to have more information than what we even know. And what they want the country to know, and you have to just work with them, tell you, and that's it.
Right. We won't know. The Jamaican people will not know. America they don't even know themselves. The Secretary of State told you what the TCNs are. So what? The Secretary of State of the United States was lying when he said what he said? Is that what people are saying? Is that what people are saying? That he's lying?
well, most likely.
What did he say?
Not
He
people.
said we're sending the pedophiles, the rapists, all of these people, TCNs. He called it out. We're sending them to these other countries. So what? He was lying? When he said that? He was very clear when he said that.
Very clear.
He wasn't drunk. He wasn't sleeping. And so what? Jamaica is going to take these people in?
All right, somebody on the platform say, Lee Lisa Anna would be better than Mark Golden. Mark is a little baby.
Stop right now. Stop. There are bigger
you
issues.
don't know if Lisa Anna better than
Wait,
Mark Gordon.
right.
I never hold that position.
Okay, thank you, Alvaro. Thank you.
Oh, you gonna know that?
You see the distraction? So now they're talking Lisa Hannah, Mark Golan. That's years ago. It's settled. The people chose Mark Golding. End of story. Lisa Hannah has nothing to do with this.
It'll come like we are say. In 2020 when the next 19 MP them say they don't want tangibilness.
Okay.
But the next rest of them sign and Jonas was good, so
Right.
and Jonas are still the prime minister now and still a leader party.
Okay. So Lisa Hannah and Mark Golding, that case was settled years ago, 6 years ago, in 2020. So that is mute, that is done, is signed, sealed, and delivered. Period. End of story. What you need to be concentrating on, who are these people coming into that country under this TCN program? That's what is the biggest concern. That is what you need to be concentrating on. Not what's her name, Lisa Chang or whatever her name is. Not her and Dwayne Vaz. That's man and woman business. I don't really care. That should not be in the front papers. What needs to be in the front papers, who are these people coming into this country? And under what immigration status are they coming under into Jamaica? So basically you're telling me Jamaica has no immigration laws.
No. What me think then do, they must sign one agreement where that's why they don't want to tell because they're going to break the law.
No. But Auntie Jen, they would need to change the laws. They would need to go back into Parliament and change the laws. That's where I'm going at.
That's why
An
them not
MOU
talk.
can't change the laws.
That's why them not talk so that they can do as they like.
Okay.
So them not change the law, but they not tell me what them might do. Them are going to just do as them like.
But they may need to change the laws in order to accept these folks. If we don't have treaty with some of these countries, we might be getting people who we have no treaties with. We have no dealings with. And you're telling me they're in transit? How are they in transit? Where are they going to go after this? You have flights to Africa? Because I'm going to make a bet. I'm going to say, you're not going to get the white ones. Because there's hardly any white ones that they're doing this to. It's going to be the black ones coming from Africa. If you're lucky, you may get the other Caribbean ones where, okay, we could move them further. But if you get them from Africa, you have treaties with Africa to send them to Africa? You have flights to Africa like that? You have flights to Nigeria? You have flights to the Congo? So you have daily flights to Congo, right?
Well, you see, if it's all me tell people, just try
Me
to
see
educate
it,
themselves.
Lucy, me saw it, yeah.
Try to educate themselves about it. That's all me I say. So if and when you need to know what kind of question
So,
for you.
before you go, Alvaro, I better scroll and me see one something where you that talk on your platform. Like you're there for neighbor something.
No, but that's how me put up fast full information over there. I may ask him if he identify, he can't tell me. But anyway, I mean, but that's still. He do that every time.
I bet him not in Jamaica.
No, you don't know neighbor who? Nearby man when you have a problem, his children want to hold over when they beat up when they beat the pitney them, you know.
Oh,
And then
God.
people like-
Oh, boy. Aye.
Hold on, I'm trying to remember that story. Hold on.
It's situation with CD and the pitney them what they did there. And then say they abuse the pitney them and then when they go to court, the government lawyer them fumble the case and make mistake in a case. I never do the right thing and then the judge say the case cannot be prosecuted again because then cause administrative error. With CD, all bad news there. CD and then take away your children home license.
I may well hear the story, but I don't even know. Say. So, he
Yeah,
might.
but on your website over there, man, when you might do little preaching sometime. I don't know if I real preaching, but he say no preaching sometime. I don't know.
So,
You can't tell liar D and go preach at night. You know, that makes sense. Anyway.
well, me say some people preach a day and go sleep with man at night too. And publicly advertise
Me
and
hear,
that.
me hear him over there cause how people take a TikTok page and he lose money and a business and he know him trying to reap from it and you know as me say me don't know still. maybe me do TikTok different purpose than them obviously.
Me no make no money. What me need for my sons and me need to make money off of TikTok.
So I guess me soon
But how
after tonight me stop
me ever get money when if the people then not give me none?
as from tonight me stop waste my time.
Me want to stop waste my time too.
Alright, no problem.
Excellent. All right, excellent. No, me want to stop waste my time too, man. Cause I look like I will over
I
here
stop
now.
research and read things, educate people, man. I stop.
But Auntie Jen, you're not like these people. You're not like Alvaro. You're not opportunists. You're not out there
But
doing
why we
this.
not to make money too like the rest of people then?
Because you're not opportunists. You're not one of those folks. those people
Alvaro
are-
say one man named 100 life I ask you what did neighbor do?
Man, go on, man, neighbor
Him
go ask neighbor
go care back your name go tell him go care back your name go tell neighbor, you know.
anything me say, I know first we do it, you know, me do one video on neighbor. Anything me say about neighbor, you know, me tag him, you know. Or anybody, you know. From Hanju, Wallace to Arjimas, anything me say about them. You think me over here talk and then me hide and say, show me hope they're here. No, me go look for them page and tag them. If they want to watch a video for them business, me no go directly to them. But anyway, that neighbor, go ask neighbor, man, no go ask me. You know, hear people and neighbor them over there, cause no ask me, not, man. But
Yes, well.
neighbor be case over there on his website, you know. You can go up on his website, you can go read it. Or you can go by Supreme Court go find it and find it on the news. Where
Oh,
judge say,
I must check it
So-
out. I will never know. Say him. So that's why he love labor, right, man?
he say he was struggling, he needs some help, you know. No still. See if you can help him 100. You making good money over there, so. See if you can help neighbor, you follow labor right, brother. I see
Oh, so him, no wonder we ask the question, him a labor, right?
Yeah, man, I'm a labor right, Bridgie, man, I'm a labor right.
Oh.
Auntie Jen, you know anyone who is about this opportunity, they're all labor rights. I don't know any PMP who's looking for that. I'm sorry. I refuse to follow these people. There's no way. Once in a while, they'll get in my algorithms and I quickly go away. I'm not listening to them. I think like Dr. Sutherland, that guy who Excellent was talking about, he came in my algorithm. I quickly, no, I'm not listening to you.
Why me hear them talk something sometime? But I really want to ask them, like, say, me I'll go over there one day and hear Dr. Sutherland and say, I me just say, me I really want to ask you some question. Like, the things about your talk, where can we read it? But sometimes me can't bother go to the place, I can't be nice and...
Me never watch no one
No,
day too.
Alvaro, you can't. You're trying to rationalize the irrational, and you can't.
Me
do
no bother
that.
trouble them, me just listen from afar, me no bother listen to that talk, me just no bother trouble. Me I go tell me things them say, boy, stoplight is red. You can't show me a picture. You can't tell me if you read it. It's just because you tell me say I saw it. I don't know. Well,
Alvaro, before you go, answer that one there for me, please.
Well, that one thing, me have to tell him, you see? You see, me have to tell Mark Golding that one thing me have to tell you. We are in a July now, and the commission report have one paper with 14 persons upon it, and one senator 15, and 8 councillor. You know, so that can trigger election.
And two in our parliament there for
Yeah,
remove.
So, me not tell you, say, ask San Jonas if you find out if none of 15 people them way over there. Come out, only saying check already and the people them say none of them. So, if none of them are not PMP, then that can cause a little problem in a papa. If I illicit enrichment, if I like what they charge, that will prefer. Maybe that will can stay. But if I illicit enrichment, they can't stay as a member of parliament.
no.
Can't stay as a minister. So I know we go that already pay by election and TC and agreement and Hurricane Melissa and people upset in your cause. If you lose a few seats in papa.
Right.
Because I say still. So the time you have to me if you go tell Mark Golding that me not say if you go say to Anjoles, get it ducks them right now.
Right.
Before the problem come. There you go. Then maybe give Mark Golding a message, you know.
Yeah.
But then you come back and tell me what Anjoles about that to me and tell you. Me surely right.
Because that should have been of more importance to him than Mark Golding. Because you should have
Yeah,
glad.
Mark,
Right.
Because you should have glad we have Mark Golding. If so be it.
Because right now we know 3 out of the 14, right? There's 3 of them that we know, hands down, including the PM. There's 2 others that we know. So we don't know the other 11.
They soon come, man. Alright, me tell you a thing where you have to understand, you know. Temperature is warm, you know. When you say, alright, we're in July now. By next month, 2 more than our charge again, no. I refer to be charged, you know. Oh, you know that. That will become, she think the integrity commission is biased. When you look at the person we attack, Dalrymple is not the best person to carry that message.
Right.
And Dalrymple find herself against the integrity commission and come out as a loser. Because she go to court, go accept guilt. So she's not the best person to talk about that. Now, it better a message that Dalrymple bring, it better Matthew Samuda did bring it. Because Matthew Samuda is yet to be charged, so we can at least, let's say we assume, say, in statutory declaration certified. So my best person if say it. So why he call when Matthew Samuda make? Why not Dalrymple say that? Because Dalrymple can't be best person if say that either. Because Dalrymple said she never remember say she left a motor vehicle where she buy. She get her sister to drive it. So if you tell FID, you're going to say, oh, me never remember about the vehicle. No. So they start warm up the atmosphere. If you tell you certain things, so when they come out now, you know, feel strange to the people.
True.
Remember, you know, Lee, I remember saying the commission have a 96.5% winning rate.
Yes.
So,
Yes, Alvaro. Yep.
going to court sometime, it can be good and bad, you know. But remember, going to court, if you never have evidence to prove your case before entering the court, you may have to go file it while you're in the court. Because court only go relate on a black and white paper. And when me and you want to tell them, you know, or when them tell you no to say, man bias a man a PMP. And then they thought they go on the court, you know. Evidence.
Right. And it's very simple. It's not that difficult. People think it's very difficult, right?
Your question me about throw there now. Lee, me go ask you a question. Cause you know say sometimes me read but me want to understand it. See if you can help me. So Cliff Hughes tell Andrew, Cliff Hughes tell Uno blind rat say FID fine nothing for charge the Prime Minister. So we are gonna do a little check now. When Cliff Hughes did say that, you believe that? Tell me if you did believe. Before me tell you the next thing. Normally you are labor blind, so you are going to tell me say yes you believe.
Yeah.
Then when Cliff Hughes said to the Prime Minister and Prime Minister asked Cliff Hughes say, how him know that, because him don't know of that. So is it that a conference, is it that a conference prime minister conference a likely Cliff Hotel? And let's say a likely Cliff Hotel. You think we should charge Cliff in public mischief?
Good question.
Oh, we can't go charge a radio station. Or we message
Right.
out. So you see thing only. So it's best you go tell uncle to get in ducks in order before you give me a message. Go give Mark Golding now. Cause guess what go on? One thing we sure and certified say, if you go over Integrity Commission and click part and say Prime Minister and opposition leader gazetted financial statement, you find Mark Golding one. You think so we can find a Mark Andrew Wallace one?
No.
We just ask so. So that means Andrew Wallace have a bigger problem than Mark Golding. So, see if you can go give him a message. You surely we give Mark Golding no, but when Andrew Wallace can the message you give, then we give Mark Golding.
But you see, the thing is, Alvaro, those lab rats, no matter what you tell them the truth, they will never find truth in it. They will somehow find an out. And that out, if you listen to their reasoning of that argument, it is foolish. It is stupid. And they can never explain it through. Then they start cussing you. They call you every name in the book besides your own name.
Young Mr. Lee, young man, gentleman, uncle, papa, my grandfather, carry message go give Andrew Wallace. Me not care who soft or who want tough at this moment. That not nothing to do with me. How they message me I talk about.
Right.
Alright, may I ask you a question? Alright, Mark Golding soft and him is not a proper leader. Me say one man up on the hill up on hill there, no longer among the living. Two persons fight up on one man yard. They say apparently he was a prime. Actually, the whole house of the prime minister not making news.
Okay.
Really? The whole they say his security kill the painter. And he not making news. I know that report no come. All news get so silent.
That me want to know too. Nothing in the ear fine.
But the police hold him man. So you go hold him man and charge him?
Okay. Thank
But
you.
you can't hold a man after 72 hours and charge him.
It's right. Right. Thank you.
So where you out with him man? Are you charge him and a silent? And if you charge him, you have to go to court within 72 hours. So when the man go to court, and that is over a week now, you know. So when you do, lock him up
Over a
and
week,
charge
I'm
him.
on 2 weeks now, man, or so.
Yeah, it's over. It's like 2 weeks. Yeah.
So Lee, you don't think that a better argument for Gian Jones now? If you go ask him, because and then again Lee, I never think a best argument for give Prime Minister. I tell you the truth. For then they say man upon the JCF wanted list. So how the Prime Minister can search and find them? And if in the wanted list, we man up on Prime Minister yard.
Ah.
Me
Thank you,
just-
Alvaro.
me just
Thank
say,
you.
if you wanted on your Prime Minister yard, is it that you are saying to me, Prime Minister, yard a store person of question and a character? I could put it away there. Me don't know, so.
And not
See if you
even
can
that.
ask him to get clarity
Yeah,
on the
right.
case.
The Prime Minister can't find you if you want to find you, so or you don't know. Maybe I need make him go ask him for true. A good question that.
What go ask him? He will answer on the car. Miss Waldy ask him, Missy journalist ask, message him on the Instagram and the TikTok, yeah, by video and message, and him never answer. Missy in Waldy in a multiple color green clothes. Same I explain TC and agreement. So maybe if you ask him, he tell you. I don't know. I supposed to be small shade of green.
Listen, I love listening to Alvaro. He's the best. He's the
You
best.
can't ask him. I don't know if he tell him. Me and my ex. I don't know where lady name. God, I don't remember her lady name. But me see her.
Don't worry,
multiple
in
shades
any
of green.
program now. We're not taking no more people now. Try
So-
program. So
So see if you can help you. Me come back tomorrow for your answer.
yeah.
Nobody inbox me doing no. Just put out information. For me, no one say I give me no private information. I mean, no private information for me. Tell me which part I go listen to it. Me want to hear what you are going to tell me. So come back tomorrow early this time. But nobody wear multiple shades of green. For me, never know if green rat lizard. I don't know you.
Alvaro, you and I know they're not going to give you that information, okay?
So if
They're
you
not
try
going
give me that information, don't give me the message Vicky Mark Gold in it.
Because I see this person, Leah, talking about, what did she say? Tell Mark Golding to step aside and give the opposition to someone else. Leah, that
Leah.
argument is done. It's over.
No,
Okay.
a valid question in my marks, but here question me I go ask you. Leah, me hug you on maths, but you do all the maths. Get a piece of pen and paper. So you had 49-14. When the election run, one man says search wide and
Right.
far. Then afterward him charge. So he left 48-14. 48-14 with one with a question sign in front of the court. By the time that done, he left 47-14. Here comes Xavier Main. Still the same 14 over there. When the election done, it come to 28-35. So you lose 49 people them when believe in you. Now here comes Andrew Wheatley. So at all time you are lose seat to a man where you say soft, and then you are lose member because them are finger sticky. So you don't know something right. He come like a man where you say soft, you know, gain 49 hard man them seat. Is either they head hard for talk the truth, or they finger too tough for write the truth because they too thief. Which one of them you think, Lee?
They probably drop off antigens. I'm sure they did. I'm sure they dropped off antigens live. I'm sure they did. They're not going to answer you, Alvaro. They're not going to answer that question. They're not.
I don't know if I'm going to ask Mark Gold. You see me ask people question?
But the thing is, that gets me, right? It's, so you have Mark Golding, and they make these criticisms, and that's fine. You can make these criticisms of the opposition leader. That's what you're supposed to do. But no one ever questions that government. This is where I have an issue. So the government is signing an MOU to bring in
They don't
these.
care about that, Fergie.
They don't care about that. So, okay, so these third-party people who are coming in that more than likely may not have a Caribbean background to them.
They don't care about that.
So that's okay. So
Your Roger Marks and Macquarie people go and get jobs. And
they're not getting skilled workers.
Him what they saw acquired me good to name of a job right now.
Right. Jamaica cannot afford skilled workers from America. I'm telling you, can't even afford to pay the minimum wage of $15 an hour. Jamaica can't even afford that. Where are you getting the money from? Let's be real.
Anyway, pull off him till tomorrow. Maybe I'll come back tomorrow.
Yeah, I think come back tomorrow. Yeah, never try come on tomorrow.
Me see my member.
Yeah, Jen, we want to know from this lead person what the answer is. Because they're like, oh, get rid of this
now
Mark
come back,
Golding.
man. That's what they say. They not go eavesdrop it and go about them business. Then I come back. I didn't can't answer, so then now go come back.
But he didn't even give a rationale why to get rid of Mark Golding. Why?
Yesterday, me said, Jamaica rank around late 100 and little bit in critical thinking.
Yes.
Then you
Yeah.
think, you don't know, say I'm apartheid.
Of course.
If you don't think critical, you couldn't make that sentiment.
You wouldn't make that statement.
That don't make no sense.
Exactly.
Because Alvaro, if they critically thought, if they had some sort of critical thinking in their brains, they may turn around, and I think this is a problem, that they probably would have to maybe vote for the PNP because they critically thought through things, but they don't want to at all. Because they're having so-called prosperity.
Critically think. If a man tells you, look, people are fully done, and you're bright, where you vote for you?
Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Alvaro. Thank you.
They look fully done, you know.
Thank you.
So I'm sooner crying now. Nobody already crying, man. You're not feeling so well of the government policy. Go and message the Prime Minister. Go and bother him. No come bother me.
No,
Say things are so
no.
don't bother me. I don't
No,
care
no,
about
they're bothering the opposition. The opposition, like the
Mark Gold, if you
opposition
go
is the government.
that. Mark Gold, if you go keep press conference
France.
to tell why government not do good. The government doing well. Why need to know that the government doing well? Oh, you're not doing well? Since when? Before election or after election?
They put everything on the opposition that
Yeah.
they need to protest. They need to do this. No, it is up to the people of the country. The opposition they're doing what they're supposed to do in the parliament. Suppress them.
Well, anyway,
Tomorrow.
right, yes, I'm left on for tonight, you know. We pick you up
All
back
right, Auntie Jen.
tomorrow.
No,
Me gonna
problem.
extra, don't me promise you not get extra.
It's a Saturday night.
Yeah.
Yes, we got a little extra.
Yeah,
No problem.
yeah. I might come on tomorrow evening.
All right, Auntie Jen.
Yeah, man, all right. Have yourself a great night. Love you all.
Good night. Good night,
Yeah,
Alvaro,
thanks everybody
everyone.
over TikTok. That top up and everything. Enough love. Catch you the next time. Bye. Good night. Good night. Good night, Lucy. Good night, everybody. What's my name? Angman. Send me star. Thank you for the star. Enough love. Catch you the next time. Bye.